Hello guys, again I am going to do an IoT project using a simple module. I am going to control my light as well as fan using my uh, phone Google Assistant. So let's start. Okay Google, turn off all.
Okay, submit.
Okay Google, turn on all.
Okay, submit.
Okay, next a simple. Okay Google, turn on uh, sorry
Here is a matching video.
turn off light.
Okay, submit.
Okay Google, turn on light.
Okay, submit.
Okay Google, turn off fan.
Okay, submit.
Again finally, okay Google, turn on fan.
Okay, submit.
Okay guys, this is done by a simple relay and a NodeMCU. NodeMCU is connected to an adapter and a simple connection of relay. Thank you. By watching that video, you could have understood what we are going to do. We are going to automate our room using our Google Assistant commands. So without wasting a time, let's get started. So guys, let's talk what I have done actually. So with my mobile, I open my Google Assistant and set to turn on the light or fan or turn on both at the same time, even switch off both at the same time, or switch on particularly each item. So total I have told nearly 6 commands. So I'll teach you how to integrate all these commands with your ADAFRUIT server, and then how automatically your all loads like light or fan will get switch on or switch off. Let's go to the circuit section. In the circuit section, you can see that the 0th and 1st pin I have declared as the output pin. In program also you will see that I have declared the 0th and 1st pin as the output pin. Now we will connect this 0 and 1st to the 5-volt relay module, while use module, because it is more efficient and effective. Now what happening if I give a command of light of fan on or off, it should go to normally open of the 5-volt relay and just switch on or off the fan and light. So the connections are simple. On the output side of the 5-volt relay module, you have to provide the 230 volt RMS voltage in the common of both the relay. Now from the output of both the relay, you have to, output means you have to take from normally open guys, don't take from normally closed side. Now from there you have to connect one to the fan, one to the light. Just check it which command you are using for which one, means which output pin you are using for fan and which output pin you are using for light. Guys, if you're still getting doubt with how to work with this relays, just there is a video link in my description. Go and check how to work with relays and all, then you will easily understood why I have connected all this connection and how I have connected also. Before going to the coding section, let's talk about your interface in the ADAFRUIT server. In the ADAFRUIT server, we have created already an feeds with the name of instruction. In the previous video, I have told how to do all this, how to create the feed. Anyway, I will tell you again. In the feeds of the ADAFRUIT server, you have to go click the feeds and create a new feed. In that new feed, you have to write instructions and describe why you need this feed. Then automatically a dashboard, interface will be created in feed. Also, you have to sign up with this ADAFRUIT. Also, you have to predefine your dashboard. Also, if you don't know how to create dashboard or sign up, please, also there is a video in the description, look for it. Detailed review I have done with the Adafruit. Also, next, why this feed is important, I have underlined in the toolbar. You can see feeds slash instructions. This thing is very much important in the coding section, so please do remember we have to copy this thing for our programming section. Now let's move to the programming section. In the programming section, you can see we have used two header files. If you don't have all the library function, these header files won't work. So you can see I have given a link in the description to get all the header files. What you have to do, you have to download this library file folder from the link of my personal web page. Now go to your Arduino file, paste it over there, because I have all types of library files available in the folder, so there will be no issue with the header files in any kind of program. So please do copy and paste this header file, all type of library file in your Arduino. Now if you have all the library file, let's move to the coding section. You have a header file with ESP8266 Wi-Fi.h. This is to use your all means NodeMCU MCU functions. Now next is ADAFRUIT MQTT client.h. Why this header file is in double quotes? You may ask this question. This is in double quotes because the functions which we are using, like publish or subscribe function, those are not predefined by the in the library. So these are kind of function which we are using to give data to server, and also for that reasons we do not need to give in brackets, otherwise errors may occur. Now in the next line, I am defining the Wi-Fi and password of your local Wi-Fi where you are gonna keep the NodeMCU. In the video you have seen that I have kept in my room, so I given my room's Wi-Fi and password. Now this server is your ADAFRUIT server. Again, port number is 1883. Why 1883? Because different server have different port number and these are predefined. So ADAFRUIT have 1883. Similarly, if you go for some other servers like FireDB of Google or some other Amazon server, then their port number will be different. Now in the username and key, you have to give the username and key of ADAFRUIT. While signing up, you will get this ADAFRUIT username and AIO key. This should not be shared with anyone. That's why I have given XSX. You should get it from your ADAFRUIT server, that ADAFRUIT IO key. That's why I have written AIO key and your username. This should not be shared, guys. Now for Wi-Fi client, we have to describe the object. Also for the ADAFRUIT also we need to describe we need to declare an object. Also to subscribe the data from the ADAFRUIT, we need to require an object. For correspondingly, I have declared the objects as ESP, MQTT and feed. This has to be taken in reference also. As you can see in the line of ADAFRUIT underscore MQTT underscore client, MQTT we are creating its object and giving the reference of the Wi-Fi, that Wi-Fi object. We are giving the server port number, username and key, so it will connect to ADAFRUIT. Similarly, while subscribing the data from the server like ADAFRUIT server, we are using this object called feed. Now you may ask, what is this publish and subscribe? The simple examples is our YouTube example that I have given in the previous video also. Like if you're like creators like me, you are going to provide the data to YouTube, so you are the publisher. Now the people like you are the subscriber who are taking the data. So the similar thing is happening over here. Adafruit is the server here, like YouTube. We people gonna publish data. Publisher is nothing but your Google Assistant. It will publish the data when you say any command to the Adafruit server. And again here NodeMCU is the subscriber who is taking the data from the Adafruit server. Now the another important thing is that underlined. I told you where you gonna take the data from. So that username and under double quotes, that part is important. From where you will get that part. Same, open your Chrome and Adafruit. As I told you in feeds, you have to just copy that link. As I told you before in the of this video, you have to copy that, then change it to feeds as instruction, because you have created a feed name with instructions. Now after doing that, just go to void. Next we will start with void setup. As I told you in the circuit diagram also, we are declaring the 0th and 2nd pin as output pin. No worries with the 16th number, it's an LED inside the NodeMCU. I'm simply declaring it as output pin just to just for the old sake. In the previous video I have made a IoT based LED glow of NodeMCU. For that sake only I am keeping the 16th pin also high, sorry, output pin. Now next we have to start, we need to connect our NodeMCU to Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi, room Wi-Fi. That's why we have to write Wi-Fi.begin. We are providing the Wi-Fi and password to it. Once it is connected to Wi-Fi, it will return as WL underscore connected. If it is not returning that value, then dot 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 will come to a serial monitor. Always open your serial monitor to check under which stage your NodeMCU is in present. Okay. Now if you want the local ID of, means IP address of your Wi-Fi, then next it, by using this function called Wi-Fi.localIP function, you can get it. Now taking the reference of the subscribe object, you are going to connect it to the Wi-Fi, the Adafruit server. From Adafruit, if it is not connected, then dot 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 will come. Now next, once it is connected, it will come to void loop section. The loop section I'm giving MQTT dot read subscription data, so it will read up to 5 seconds. If no data is coming, then again it will start the loop. Otherwise no need to go inside it. Once it is taken any data I am giving, it will print it first. Why feed dot last read will do lastly which command came inside, it will read that one. Now int a, I am declaring a variable integer and writing ATOI. Why ATOI? Because the data which is coming from Adafruit server is in ASCII. I am converting it to integer, so ASCII to integer, and storing it in variable a. Now in the next you can see I have written if a is equal to 0. So if in the previous video I have did that LED glow, so for 0 and 1 LED of NodeMCU will glow and on and off. For next, in the next you have to focus the more. It's like if a is equal to 2, what will happen? If a is equal to 2, your light or fan whichever you have connected to your zeroth number of pin, it will get switch off. So if a is equal to 3, that similar fan or light will get switch on. Again for 4 another load will get switch on. That's why I've given load 1 and load 2. Load 1 can be a fan or a light. Similarly load 2 can be a fan or light. It may vary. But while saying something in the like in Google Assistant, you have to take care of it. Similarly for if a is 6 or 7, your fan and light both will be get off and both will get on if it is 7. Now you may ask why these numerical values we are giving to a. So this will be easy guys. If instructions are getting numerical value, it will just sense and do the necessary command. Okay guys, you may ask why in the output pin like 0 and 1, after that why comma 0 is written for switching on, means low, and why 1 is written for switching off, like high. It should be opposite, right? Then you should see a video that I have made why in modules relay we are giving low for on and high for switching off condition. The link is in the description guide, so first see that, then you may not have any doubt why I'm giving the low signal for switch on and high signal for switch on. Now let's see how your Google Assistant will understand what number which should be get sent to your ADAFRUIT server when you say some command. Please do watch the video carefully in the next. So we can do all this by sending the values using a beautiful app called IFTTT, if this then that. So how we are gonna work with it? First of course we need to switch on our internet, then we have to open it, then we have to create a applet by pressing on the plus symbol. They will ask if this, then in this you have to click and search for Google Assistant in the search bar, of course. Then after getting the Google Assistant you have to press on say a simple phrase. In simple phrase you have to write turn on a LED, LED, actually turn on the fan. I'll show you the fan. I'll turn on the fan. So in program section you have seen for fan on we have to write either 3 or 5. I'll provide here 3 because any load we can provide, right? It's optional, you can write some other ways to say it to Google Assistant. Now what it should reply to you, we have to write, I'm writing here turning on Sumit. It should reply me like turning on Sumit. Now it will ask in which language, so you can change it also. In English I'll provide. Then if this is happen, then what should be, then it should provide the numerical value 3 to the ADAFRUIT server. I'll search for ADAFRUIT server, then server will open, send value to ADAFRUIT IO. Feed name instruction automatically will come if your mail ID while signing up to ADAFRUIT is same with your mobile phone mail ID. Of course I am sending the value of 3 to it. Now I'll continue. After that all your applet is ready. The applet is fully ready. You can finish it. Just press the receive notification when this runs. So now submit. Remember guys, the mail ID should be same over in your mobile and while signing up to ADAFRUIT. Now I'll show you the example. Just press the home key, or you can say OK Google also, no problem. Then turning on fan.
Turning on Sumit.
It should reply as turning on Sumit, and a notification will also come, as you have seen in the bar also notification came. That's all for the video. You do others by yourself, other number, do by yourself, then it will be more interesting guys. You can download this app from the Play Store, and of course for Apple guys, just download iOS from your store, Apple Store. Now if you want that code also, it is available in my personal web page. Link is below in the description section. If you have any doubts, ask me in the comments below. Also please do like, subscribe my channel and watch the all videos of my channel and support me guys. Thank you.